So we're on our way to breakfast for the first time in...
over 2 months.
How cool is this?
On the side we've got our integral tank.
Yeah.
Have fun! And we're going to try our hand at fishing, waiting for the fish.
As the sun splits through the open blind.
This is Jim, engineer and yachtsman. I'm Adriana, Brazilian by birth and an author. And of course, this is Lucy, a Cocker Spaniel Poodle cross, mascot of our boat, Kikamalu, a 42-foot Swanson. Our dream? To sail where the wind blows. Last time we took you with us on our regular Sunday morning outing. We cleaned our dinghy with a water pressure washer. We took it out for a spin, worried we were going to get caught, realised the outboard needed some repair, and soon the weather changed, bringing with it gale force winds. Well, it's been over 8 weeks since we've been locked down, self-isolating on the marina here in Port Stephens. We haven't been able to anchor or stay anywhere overnight, and we've only been allowed to sail for exercise or to fish. Socially, we haven't seen anyone apart from people we greet on our walks. This weekend, because of the low death and infection rates, the government has announced a tentative easing of some restrictions as part of a 3-step plan to get the economy going by July, allowing children to start school again, most shops to open with social distancing restrictions, and some regional travel, as long as there isn't a spike in infections. We might even see state borders open, allowing us to keep cruising north. Australia has been very lucky so far, and we feel very fortunate to have landed here when we did. We couldn't have asked for a better place to stay a few months, but our minds are on all those who are stranded and isolating still, and we hope that things settle down for everyone soon. Anyway, come with us as we step out into the world.
The lockdowns in New South Wales started in 16th of March. So it's now the 16th of May, so we've had about 9 weeks, and it's really the first day that the cafes and restaurants can reopen, and then if things are going in the right direction they can ramp it up.
It's a beginning.
Yeah, it's a beginning. Hopefully it will keep going forward and not go backwards. So that's more important than actually opening up.
That's right.
Yeah.
So let's go, come with us and we'll show you what it's like.
Je parle des fois tu ne m'entends pas.
Go.
Comme un écho qui s'évapore dans l'univers. Sans retour tu me laisses sans voix. Cloué perché dans le vide de cette éternité. Je pleure, je crie, je bois, même parfois. Le regard vide sur les photos des belles années. Je meurs, tu ne vois pas. Je meurs, tu ne vois pas. Je meurs, tu ne vois pas. On meurt. Je te glisse entre les doigts.
Okay,
Je te glisse entre les doigts.
Okay.
Je te glisse entre...
They've opened on the basis that restaurants, cafes, doesn't matter how big they are, they have a limit of 10 people.
Yeah.
So there's 10 people already sitting, so we're on the outside,
And looking in.
having a takeaway coffee, waiting for a potential seat.
Comme un lion dans ma cage, blotti dans mes draps. Enragé, prêt à dévorer.
It's really fun just being able to sit down.
I feel like I've been released from jail, and at any point in time my parole officer is going to come past and say, I'm sitting too close to you. We just wanted to come here to support this particular restaurant that we like a lot in Port Stephens. It's family business run by some Greek people, and They have great food and it's not expensive. They have a wood-fired pizza oven, so between breakfast and dinner we probably come here once or twice a week.
Je te glisse entre les doigts. Je te glisse entre les doigts. Je te glisse entre les doigts.
Last week, when we serviced the dinghy and outboard, we noticed that the motor's steering support bracket had developed some significant corrosion. So we decided that the trade-in offer to replace the motor with a new 4-stroke unit would be a better investment than the cost of replacing the part.
It's amazing. Very cool.
Very good.
You like her? Okay, you take her home.
She's quite tight.
How cool is this?
This is the work of artists Chili and Mark Shatner, best known for their beloved hybrid characters Rabbit Woman and Dog Man. Their street sculptures can be found in Beijing, Shanghai, Sydney, London, Melbourne, Singapore and New York City, not to mention Port Stephens. That's what I love about this place.
What do you think of this marina, Jimmy?
It's a world-class marina. Like, they deliver you the paper, they serve afternoon drinks.
What do you reckon, Lucy? Not interested. Thank you.
Right. Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank
Have
you
a
very
great day. Bye.
Now, the old motor was a 2-stroke, but we chose a 4-stroke this time, as it's better for the environment and the new designs have overcome some previous disadvantages, the main one being that they were heavier for the same horsepower rating. If you have any views on the 2 versus 4-stroke argument, let us know in the comments.
So on the side we've got our integral tank, and the line comes down through to this fuel tap down here.
Right, yeah.
So there's a little filter there, but that little attachment here is for your external tank.
Right, okay.
So we've just zip tied the auxiliary tank clip on there for you, so you can fit that to your fuel line, or we can do that for you. You've got your kill switch.
Oh, they've got that all there already there, so you just got to get the line. Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So tank and line, reconnect that to the motor end, and away you go.
Right.
Kill switch, pretty much the same as what was on the old 9.8. That's in the off position, and you can put that on, and also you can press it to stop it as well. Obviously forward, neutral and reverse. It won't actually start, same as the 9.8. Your choke lever is just here, and that'll activate the choke on a cold start. What you can do is just bring around the tiller handle till it says to the restart mark. Just here, it's only a little bit of throttle. Give it a couple of pulls. What you will notice is that you've got an oil warning level indicator over here.
Right.
So when you pull it over, it will flicker.
Okay.
And then once it starts, the light will disappear. Okay. So if some situation happens where there is no oil in the motor, you will get a red.
Oh, that's good.
Just a little safety there.
Lucy will love it because she loves going fast.
So have you had a new motor that you've had to break in before? Or is this, okay. Yeah. So it's basically...
It was 2-stroke.
Yeah, it's the same sort of principle behind it. So in the first hour, try and avoid full throttle, but just varying your speed. And then after about sort of 3 hours worth of running, you can sort of take it up to bursts of 3/4 to full throttle.
Oh, okay.
And then around about the sort of 8 hours plus, you're okay to be full throttle. And at said time, go back to a Daihatsu dealer, whether that's us or someone else. First service, which is gearbox oil and engine oil. Do our normal checks over the motor. Make sure it's running fine. If there's anything, just give us a call.
Tell us a bit about your business.
So Nelson Bay Marine, we've had the business now for 3.5 years. I've been in the industry since 1996. My wife and I, small business, my apprentice. Yeah, we're a Daihatsu dealer, Volvo Penta and Yanmar Diesel.
If I could only fly, I would fly so high, I would kiss the sky, it'd be so, so right. So right, so right. If I could only fly, I would fly so high. I would kiss the sky, it'd be so, so right. So right, so right.
So what are you up to, Jimmy?
Putting the outboard on the dinghy for the first time with this outboard.
Yep.
Give it a try. Break it in a little bit.
Pretty tight.
So the first ever start.
The first ever start. Will it start the first go?
Is there any gas left? I don't know. The arrow points halfway. I don't know if it's half empty or half full. Throw out the clutch.
Lucy was put out that I didn't go for a ride in the dinghy, so Jim had to come back and get me. She's a hard taskmaster. I'm not going fast enough for her.
It's good. It's a 6 horsepower. The other one was 9.8. So the only thing is that we're running it in, so we can only give it, like today, a 3rd throttle. So it's not getting the revs up to start spinning freely. Plus it's still running in. Can't really tell until it's run in, and you can give it some revs and see how it feels.
Mama's cooking in the kitchen, and our stomachs have eyes. We take a seat at the table as the sun splits through the open blinds. Dolly's barking from the front yard. She wants to come inside. Yeah, I got a sweet suspicion these are good times, that our sunrise would come, and that a goodbye never gone. I say feel that rhythm, let your mind let go, picking up on the subtle signals of your slide. The self is disconnected, all the things we had perfected when the wind changed with all its might. I think we better learn sometime. I think we better learn sometime. We're walking through the courtyard and leaves roll over our shoestrings. So we speak of family and love, the only true things.
So today I'm sitting outside waiting for Jim to buy some fishing gear, and we're going to try a hand of fishing. And here he is. What have you got for me, Jimmy?
Fishing, filleting, and reel.
Oh, what about a rod? Waiting for the fish. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're new here and like our videos and haven't subscribed yet, please press the subscription button and follow that with a little bell so you can be notified every time we bring out a new one. A huge thank you to our patrons for their support. Once again, stay well, stay safe, and keep your tail wagging.
I'm gonna be all